Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the 49ers versus Jets NFL Monday Night Football matchup on Monday, September 9th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Just go to Pickdawgz.com, click on the premium picks tab. I've also got a link below this video in the description. If you make bigger bets looking for VIP style packages, you have a bankroll of $10,000 or more. We also have packages for you. Those are not available on the website. You just got to text the number that you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, go ahead and text that number. But let's get to it. We got the Niners taking on the Jets. Of course, the Jets, Aaron Rodgers back in action. Last year we saw him for just a few plays, and the season was basically over for the Jets. And, it just goes to show you, how big of a role that he plays on that team. You got to think, if they're as loaded as everybody says they are, well, you miss one piece of the puzzle, you find a way. Other teams have won Super Bowls with backup quarterbacks. In fact, the 72 Dolphins went undefeated with a backup quarterback. So it certainly happens. So maybe some of this Jets talent that's on this team is somewhat overrated. Meanwhile, you look at the Niners and you want to talk about overrated, they made the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo as their quarterback. Now they have Brock Purdy as their quarterback. They made it to the Super Bowl with him. I don't know. I don't think either of these guys can carry the team on their back themselves. So maybe the Niners do have a lot of good supporting players on this team. They also have a killer defense, and they have a great pass rush, and they have some great guys at the skill positions. They paid Ayuk an awful lot of money there at wide receiver for a guy that doesn't have burner speed. He does have good hands, and he is a playmaker, but is he one of the premier players in the entire NFL? Because he certainly gets paid for it, and that's certainly going to trickle its way down to the rest of the roster. One of the premier players in the NFL, though, is Christian McCaffrey. He is a little banged up, and he's been that way for the bulk of his career. In fact, last year he was healthy, for the whole year with the 49ers. They went to the Super Bowl. I mean, that's how much of an impact player that he is. Meanwhile, for the Jets, you see all the players that they have. You look them down and you say, wow, what a nice roster. And then, of course, on the other side, coming out the other side of your mouth, if the Jets don't win this year, their coach is going to be fired, right? So which one is it? Because you certainly don't hear that about the 49ers. What we'll hear about tonight, though, is a lot about Aaron Rodgers and about how he grew up in Northern California, how he always wanted to be on the Niners, and the Niners had a shot to draft him, and they passed on him. And he's held it up, saying they're going to regret it forever and whatever. But, so many times Rodgers has gone into San Francisco, and he's been absolutely pummeled. I think this game might be somewhat competitive because Rodgers has a knack of being able to do that by himself, but I don't know if he's going to be in sync with his teammates because it really doesn't have that chemistry. He hasn't really played any actual games with this team. I think that what we're going to see here is probably a little bit to the lower scoring side. I hate to wimp out on this sort of thing, but I'm going to take the under in the Niners-Jets, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.